Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome to another edition of the Weekly FreQ. So this week we're covering March 14th to March the 20th. I'm going to share with you the beginning of the week, the astrology chart, and then I'm going to share with you the human design charts at the beginning of the week and towards the end of the week, because I want you to really see how the gates shift and the energy shifts, because we have some energy moving from the emotional solar plexus and out. So there's a lot of creative juices happening this week. We have also a full moon in Virgo, so it's going to feel a little bit intense on Friday, but in a beautiful way. You know, we're initiating a new season. So we've been in Pisces season. It's coming to an end, and we're really feeling that. You may have felt a little stuck, like things are moving a little bit too slowly. Don't worry. Once we get into Aries season, it's really going to pick up and the energy is going to start to just amplify. So you're going to feel like you got your rocket boosters on and you're going. So I like to think of this week as like, wear your ponytail high, friends, and brace yourself, because things are going to start moving where they felt so stuck for so long. That's the sense I'm getting anyway. And the other thing I was just going to mention, we may have a little bit of a glitchy connection today. We've got a lot of wind going on, some kind of like hurricane winds. So just if you hear things slamming and banging, it's fine. It's just the wind. All right, so now let me share my screen with you. So now you are looking at the beautiful human design chart for our week ahead. And we're going to look at all the energy. So what I like to think of when you're looking at this chart, if you're brand new to the Weekly FreQ, just know the reason I'm sharing this content with you in the first place is to help you feel more empowered about the energy or the emotions that will be coming through this week. And remember, you know, emotions are just energy in motion. And the more you have a heads up on what's coming, you can navigate it a little bit more confidently and comfortably in your value and your worth. And you being able to feel like, I got this, I know what's coming. At least when it hits you, you had a heads up and you weren't blindsided. Now, we're going to be dealing with personality. This is the energy that you're very familiar with, you're aware of, you can sense it in yourself. And the design, I'm not talking about a lot in the weekly transits, because you know, this is the energy that can be running unconsciously. Like when you're looking at your own chart, if you're wondering, okay, what's the design side? What's the personality side? You know, the design chart, the design side, it's kind of like the imprint you got in your mother's womb, which is that genetic imprint of ancestral lineage, what's running in the background. If you think of like your phone, when the apps are running in the background, you don't really know what they're doing, but they're doing something. This is kind of that energy. It's like, well, why am I making this decision? Or, you know, why am I doing this in this way? And sometimes you don't know why. That's the design side, but we're focused in the transits, and I'm speaking to transits every single week in the Weekly FreQ. If you want to know more about how your own personal chart engages, you know, in that ancestral energy and the energy you were blueprinted with when you were born, if you took your first breath, this is the imprint you received, your energetic makeup. Book a reading, because it's a really beautiful experience and it teaches you how to navigate your energetic signature. And then you are more comfortable going through the transits every week, because you're like, okay, cool. I have that defined. I know, blah, blah, blah. You have more awareness, more value, more worth, because you really know it's worthier to you to know that information as you're listening and understanding. But you will grow to know. So even if you're brand new, you've never had a reading, you're here, just soak in what information feels great, leave behind what doesn't resonate, and trust yourself while you're here. So let's just quickly look at the planets and the luminaries so you know what's what. So this is the sun. Sun is where you're meant to shine. This is the earth, how we're grounded. North node, where we're going. South node, where we've been or where we're moving away from. The moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Okay, these are all the planets. The luminaries are the sun and the moon. We don't talk about the moon in the Weekly FreQ because it literally moves 2 gates a day. It's too quick. There would be overwhelming information for your brains. So we're just going to focus on the luminaries. We're not focusing on the nodes, or the moon. Okay. So let's dive into the week ahead and see what you're going to be experiencing. I want to draw your attention down here because we are going to be experiencing a lot of emotional energy. The emotional solar plexus is well defined this week, and we have a lot of gates being activated. You'll notice here that the G center, the heart center, is open, the will center is wide open, and the spleen center is wide open. So we're going to be amplifying energy of the heart, of the will, and of the spleen, which can be fear-based, uncertainty, being unsure. This is just, it's very intuitive as well. So you may get all these hits and not know what's going on, and just like take note, because it'll make more sense at the end of the week. So we start off here. The sun is in gate 36. This is the gate of exploration, exploring your creativity, exploring what's here for you, holding on to a vision and sustaining this beautiful, I'm having trouble with my words today, friends, sorry. A really calibrating to a high level of emotional frequency to be able to let yourself explore new paths, explore new possibilities, okay? And then we're going to look to the earth. Well, what do I need to feel grounded? I need to feel impact. Impact also runs off this emotional solar plexus. So what are you doing in your life to be impacting others? And remember, this is about calibrating your frequency. Be that beacon of light. How do you want to feel in your life and the work you're doing, in your relationships? What kind of impacts do you want to be making? That's this legacy work here, right? So really allowing yourself to maintain a high level of frequency, emotional frequency or emotional energy, and using that to serve as a beacon of peace and sustainability, of beautiful light-based energy, allowing yourself to be in that, because when you're grounded in that, you can shine in exploration. Okay. Then we look to Mercury here, who's in gate 37, again, off the emotional solar plexus. And this is about finding peace within ourselves, no matter what is happening in our external worlds. And I know right now that is very challenging. So we're being challenged here to maybe spend less time scrolling, spend less time, getting sucked down rabbit holes that are almost, really compromising your emotional frequency. Like if you're starting to feel depressed or really upset or really bothered, take that energy and channel it into something more creative, something more potential. Okay. Try very hard this week to be in that place of inner peace, no matter what is going on. Guard it with all of your might to keep yourself feeling really good. Then we have Venus and Mars. They started off, they were ending last week in gate 41 each. And then by the afternoon of the 14th, Monday the 14th, they will both move into the gate 19, which is the gate of attunement. People with the gate 19 are so attuned to their environment, to people, to their community. They are animal lovers. They feel absolutely everything. They're just so, their little antennas are so tuned in to all the things. So we are going to be feeling all of these things. We're going to be sensing. We're going to be so tuned into all the, your hearing, your sight, your feelings, like all the things, your taste, everything is going to be so elevated this week. And with that, it's asking us to really, use that emotional energy to tune into what other people need, that you are working here to create deeper heart-to-heart connections with other people, with the community, creating that really deep connection, not just surface. It's going deep and really allowing yourself to be tuned in. Remember, with this open G right now, it's like you're just feeling all of the things, and it's allowing you to open, play, and expand in that. And then from here, we go to Jupiter. Jupiter is in gate 22, the gate of surrender, again, off the emotional solar plexus. And what's beautiful about this, it's like, do you trust? Universe is, this is the direct, like, universe is saying to you, do you trust me that I have your back, even though it feels like things are crazy, even though things feel a little bit off? Can you trust and surrender and be in the grace that you know you are fully supported? And there's this beautiful flow of abundance headed your way to pursue your passions and your unique contribution to the world, no matter what. Do you feel like that is there for you? So that's what you're being encouraged to, lean back into this week and let yourself feel more supported, that you'll be given what you need when you need it. Saturn is in the catalyst, gate 49, and the catalyst is about, it's the ability to sense when to hold on to a value that's of the highest value. And this is a personal value, right? That when you hold on to your own value and you stand in your value and you honor your worth, it actually encourages a catalyzing change, not only for yourself, but for those around you. So imagine the mother in her home who stands up and finally says, like, enough of whatever is going on. I've decided this is how I'm going to hold my own value and my worth and not, allow myself to be thrown off course. Well, the children seeing that are like, yes, mom, get it. And they're proud. There's a sense of being proud and really showing up in your life to make changes, because it's this catalyzing energy creates change. And Saturn, authority, structure, all the things. Then we have Uranus in gate 24. He's been here for a while. Saturn has also been here for a little while now. And the gate 24 is about blessings. Can you find the blessings in experiences that haven't felt that great? Can you find the growth potential in the experiences? Can you redefine the story or reframe the story of what has happened so that you can find the blessing in that? And that gate is gate 24. Gate 24 is running off of the Ajna. What are you thinking about? It's what you know, right? Okay. And now we see that Neptune here is in the gate 36 as well, right? Exploration. So they are here. They came together on Sunday, which was the 13th, and they are still here on the 14th. So you're going to feel this energy. That's a conjunction. So Sun and Neptune are together in Pisces. So it can be very dreamy. It can be very creative energy. It can also be this, like, the rose-colored glasses have now been ripped off and you're seeing things for what they really are. Depending on how you're experiencing this energy, because it's in Pisces and Neptune is very happy in Pisces, it could be a nice day to have a bath, to relax, to be in the flow, to let yourself surrender and feel all of the things you need to feel. And then we have Pluto in the gate 60, the gate of conservation. And with that gate of conservation, it's the abilities to find blessings in transformation, optimism, because Pluto wants us to transform. He wants us, he's pulling us into the underworld to do the work. And he's been hanging out with Mars and Venus. So to me, it's been this real call to blending divine feminine and masculine in a brand new way. And you'll hear people talking about divine feminine, divine masculine. But the difference here is that we want to find an equal balance within ourselves so that we're not always in the feminine, which is being, really receptive, and we're just sitting back and we're waiting for all the things, but we're not taking any action, right? That Mars is encouraging us to be in action, to do the things. So when he's tuned in here, he's like, okay, I can sense we need to do this. Now, how can we find our creative flow and be in receptivity to be ready for the opportunities when they come? Finding your balance in that, being receptive, but also being able to give and being in action, not over giving, not overextending, finding that happy medium. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, I want to share with you the chart towards the end of the week. So as I flip over here, you're going to see this chart for the end of the week. And we're going to talk briefly about, because you're going to see all the outer planets. So Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, and Saturn and Jupiter are all going to be in the same places we just talked about. So we're not going to cover them. But the sun changed over into gate 25. And gate 25 is the gate of the spirit. Okay. So cultivating a connection to higher source, higher power, whatever that is for you, whether that's God, source, spirit, goddess, God, whoever helps you feel so connected. And maybe this is just when you're pulling cards, maybe this is washing the dishes. How are you cultivating a connection to spirit? How are you feeling spirit in your life? And then Earth is moving into the 46, which is the gate of embodiment, asking us to be mindful that this physical body is a vehicle for the soul to help you fulfill your purpose and mission while you're here. Are you nurturing, loving, treating this physical body in a way that is embodied? Are you connecting to spirit? Are you, taking care of your mind, your physical body, emotional body, spiritual body, energetic body? Are you really nurturing and loving yourself and your physicality? Then we have Mercury moving up into gate 63 up here in the head, saying, okay, let's get curious. We've had all this time to make a plan and think about all the things now. Let's just play in curiosity. What if this works? What if this could be like this? Let yourself play in the what if space. And then we have, again, Venus and Mars in the gate 19, which you remember I was mentioning, the gate of attunement, really being tuned in, tapped in, and all the other big guys down here. So you'll see that the energy moved off of, not so much energy into the emotional solar plexus. And we get the definition in the G center. Now we feel more purposeful. We really are tuned into our self-love and compassion, body and spirit. We're embracing all of those things. And we've now got a connection to our intuition. So I'm just going to talk about the moon for a second here, because towards the end of the week, we're getting a hit from the moon saying, feel into your intuition, sister. It is here, and you're going to ride that all the way up. Okay, so that is it for our human design this week. Because we are dealing with so much creative energy, I want to put a little plug out for the Worthy Women Collective podcast. I put a podcast episode out on the weekend about creative energy and how to harness that creative energy, how to use a mind mapping to lay out in a beautiful way this plan you're percolating on, or you're really curating in your emotional frequency. So I'll put a link for that below if you want to check it out. Awesome. And then I'm just going to stop my share and come back to you for a second here. And I'm going to share the beautiful chart that I have for the astrology. Now we're starting out on the Monday here. So you see a lot of energy still in Aquarius. We've got energy in Scorpio, energy in Pisces, and we're starting to move into Aries. Yay, Aries. I'm ready to get dried off from all this Pisces energy, friends. So this is where we have that conjunction still of Venus and Mars. They will start separating away, but they're still together here, which means that balancing piece. How do I balance my masculine and feminine energies in a way that feels really good for the greater collective? It's about the collective energy here, sharing, being inspiring. Aquarius is all about the airwaves. So maybe you want to start talking about some of the things that are feeling really good to you in being receiving, and then also, being in action around certain things, right? The conjunction that's happening up here with your Sun and Neptune up in Pisces. Remember, creative energy flow, or maybe the rose-colored glasses got ripped off and things started to get real. And you see things for what they really are. Now, let me just bump ahead to about the 19th, sorry, the 18th. And you'll see we're moving into the full moon energy. Now I'm going to do a show for you just on the full moon vibes and what's happening, but just a quick look here. I just want to give you guys a quick look. Now I'm going to come back and just say thank you so much for being here. It's funny, we're ending at 22 minutes almost, which is where our beautiful Neptune, who is there? Not Neptune, Uranus is there, shaking us up, shaking us up. All right, so thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I appreciate you. I see you. I'm so excited you're here. Thank you very, very, very much. Hopefully it didn't glitch out too much on our video. But again, thank you so much for being here. Please share this with your friends. I hope that I get to see you in a reading someday soon. And I'm just so grateful for your time, your energy, and all your love. I do have a beautiful bonus I want to share with you about the readings, especially if you're doing a Venus activation. You get access to my Venus portal, which is little love notes from me every day, every other day, sharing insights on where Venus is, also giving you monthly activation and a question and answer so you can hone in on that divine feminine energy and ask the question specifically to yourself and your chart. So that may be of interest. And I'll put that below in the show notes as well. Everyone have a great week ahead, and I will see you same time, same place next week. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Take care.